All right, so welcome to class. Um, have you ever watched the survival shows and thought either A, I think I could really do that, or B, it would be fun to try to do that or to learn to do that? Um, well, our project is going to be just that. So, first, we're going to look at this Webquest that you have. And in this web quest, you're gonna find out that um, it takes different skills to survive in different territories. Um, Oftentimes, people are found or not found lost in the wilderness, whether that be in the mountains, whether that be in the desert, whether that be in the rainforest, or maybe even somewhere else. Um, and and they have to figure out how to survive. And there's no telling how long they may be out there. Generally, if they can find their way to civilization uh, quickly, then they can survive. Uh, but in each different location, there are different uh, skills needed to survive, and this web quest is going to take us through a little bit of that, learning a little bit of that. Hopefully, these skills are skills that you will learn, but hopefully, you'll never have to apply these skills in life. So, let's look at what the assignment actually is. So, we scroll down here, and the assignment is going to be that you are going to form groups of 4, and in these groups, you'll be doing some research. You're going to have a specific location. You get to choose which of these one of these 3 specific locations. You can choose from the Sahara Desert, you can choose from the Himalaya Mountains, or the Amazon rainforest. Um, each of these different locations, as I've said before, they're going to take different skills, require different skills to survive. Um, and your goal is going to be for your group to survive for 30 days. Um, and each person from the group will be able to take one kind of personal item. You can choose what that personal item may be. Just as kind of some hints that you'll learn is something to use to start a fire, whether that be maybe a small case of matches or a flint. Fire starter might be a good idea. Um, a a good knife might be a good idea, but whatever it may be, it's your choice to decide what personal item you would like to take that you think will help you, um, and and you guys will work together as a group in this survival process. So let's look now a little bit more in detail of what you're going to be doing. So to begin, after you have created your group will then decide what location you uh, want to try to survive in, whether that's the Sahara Desert, the Himalaya Mountains, or the Amazon rainforest. Um, After that, you are going to have to research survival techniques, just in general, probably, of what it takes to start a fire. What possibilities are there to start a fire? Um, what are some good ways to build a shelter? Maybe even look up, what kind of bugs or animals or plants are edible, and which ones maybe aren't, or which ones you probably want to stay away from. You're going to need to determine uh, just things that would be useful in your location. Um, and then your group will need to research your location specifically. Um, so before it was just kind of basic survival skills, and now you're looking for uh, specific location things. Um, and so for instance, in the Himalayas, what's the best situation for drinking water? If you're up in the mountains like that, is it okay to just eat the snow as drinking water, or do you need to uh, melt that, boil that? How does that work? Um, and there's sometimes that the water is okay to drink right out of the river, and there's other times that it's not. Um, you're gonna have to figure out what is going to be your best source for shelter. Are you going to need to find a cave to be in? Um, are you going to use trees? What's going to be the best use for shelter in the location that you've chosen. Um, then after you've kind of figured out all of that, you've done that research, then you're going to create a presentation. This is where you get to be a little bit creative. It doesn't matter if you do a live presentation or a video presentation or maybe some combination of both. You do some demonstration of how you might survive there, but you will create a demonstration that's going to explain um, how you survived. At the bottom here, there are some websites that you can go to. Um, these are just kind of chosen as one is going to give you kind of basic survival skills, um, ideas, another one, and then there's one website a piece for some specific information on your locations, as you can see. So um, if you find some other useful sites as well, you can try those, but these have been chosen specifically um, that that you should be able to get all the information you need from them. Uh, Now we will look at the rubric. And each each person in the group will get the same score. You get one score for the whole group, and so you're going to get a score for your planning and your organization of your information. Was it clear and organized? Was it kind of all over the place? Um, did your group think through it well? Then you're going to get a grade for what the timeline, how your group did on the timeline. Did you use your time wisely? Um, did you waste a lot of time? Did you spend more time than what is um, shown in the presentation? Uh, then we get kind of down to uh, the last two that are a little bit more specific to this project. Um, was there enough information that was gathered to to show that you would be able to survive for 30 days in your location? If that's obvious that you gathered enough information for that, then you'll get full credit. If it looks like you got a good chance, but there may be some things that you lacked, some things that you weren't sure about, um, you'll get a little less points, and so on and so forth. Um, then lastly, how creative was your presentation? Um, I mean, did you just go up there and just get the job done, or did you have fun with this, and did you really create um, an interesting presentation for the rest of the class? Um, and so then uh, we have the conclusion, and the conclusion says, well, you survived, hopefully. If you completed this web quest, you now know what it takes to survive when you are stranded in a specific location. And and then it just encourages you that, if this was something that you enjoyed, it may be useful to kind of research other locations. Specifically, if you have vacations planned, you never know what might happen. No one expects to be stranded, so sometimes it's just good to have some research and be prepared for that to happen. So, all right, get to it, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side after you survive.